Hello everyone, and welcome to the Nightforge, a descent into shadow, where myths are not just stories, but living, breathing nightmares. Forget everything you thought you knew about the Gorgon, the tales of Perseus and his polished shield. They only tell half the story. They speak of a monster slain, a hero triumphant. But what if the mirror didn't just reflect, what if it absorbed? The common legend is simple. Perseus, guided by the gods, used a mirrored shield to avoid Medusa's petrifying gaze, beheading her while she slept. Her head, still potent, was gifted to Athena and mounted on her shield, the Aegis, a tidy, heroic end. But mirrors are mysterious things. They show us truth, but they can also hold secrets. Our story begins where the myth ends, with a single, chilling question. What happened to Medusa's soul? Imagine this: as Perseus's sword met her neck, Medusa's last, agonizing gaze fell not upon him, but upon her own reflection in the gleaming bronze. In that final shattering moment, her consciousness, her rage, her sorrow, her cursed immortality wasn't extinguished. It was transferred, trapped. Her soul became a prisoner within the polished surface of the very shield that led to her demise. A conscious echo forever bound to the world of reflections. For centuries, the shield, the Aegis, was a symbol of divine power, wielded by Athena. It saw countless battles, reflecting the faces of gods and mortals, victors and vanquished. And through it all, Medusa watched, a silent, helpless observer. She saw the rise and fall of empires, the petty squabbles of gods, the endless cycle of human hubris and tragedy. Her prison wasn't silent. It was a cacophony of history, and her rage simmered, evolving from a thirst for vengeance into something far more patient, far more insidious. She was learning. The Aegis was eventually lost to time, as all relics are. It passed from divine hands to human ones, becoming a coveted artifact, its true nature forgotten. It was sold, stolen, hidden away in dusty vaults and private collections. Each new owner saw only a priceless piece of antiquity. They'd polish its surface, admiring their own reflection, unaware of the ancient malevolent consciousness staring back from the other side. They didn't realize that every time they gazed into the bronze, they were feeding it. A sliver of their attention, their vanity, their fear, it was all nourishment for the prisoner within. Let's jump forward to the present day. A historian, Dr. Alistair Finch, a man obsessed with the tangible proof of myth, acquires the shield at a black market auction. He believes it to be the legendary Aegis of Athena. He brings it to his secluded study, a room lined with books and artifacts, a sanctuary of logic and reason. He begins the painstaking process of restoration, carefully cleaning centuries of grime from its surface. As the bronze begins to gleam, strange things start to happen. Reflections in the study seem to move on their own. Alistair catches fleeting glimpses of a woman's face in the shield, her hair writhing like serpents. He dismisses it as pareidolia, a trick of the light, his mind playing games after long hours of work. But the disturbances escalate. Whispers echo from reflective surfaces, his computer screen, a glass of water, his own spectacles. They are whispers of ancient sorrows, of a beauty stolen, of a rage that has festered for millennia. The psychological toll is immense. Alistair's nights are plagued by nightmares. He dreams he is in a dark temple, a beautiful priestess whose hair begins to writhe and hiss. He feels the terror of the transformation, the agony of the curse. He wakes up screaming, the feeling of scales slithering against his skin still lingering. He starts seeing her everywhere. His own reflection begins to distort, his eyes briefly taking on a haunting, serpentine glow. Medusa isn't just in the shield anymore. She's bleeding into his world, using every reflective surface as a potential doorway. Her goal is no longer simple revenge against the gods, it's release. And she has discovered the key. A mortal gaze held long enough, with enough fear and fascination, could create a resonance, a vibration that could shatter her prison. But she doesn't just want out. She wants a new vessel. She's been studying humanity for thousands of years, and she sees the same old flaws: vanity, arrogance, a lust for power. Alistair, the man of reason, is becoming unraveled by the one thing he cannot explain. He is her perfect target. In a desperate attempt to understand what's happening, Alistair sets up cameras to record the shield. When he reviews the footage, he is horrified. In the reflection, he doesn't see his empty study. He sees a spectral figure, the ghostly image of Medusa, pacing behind his own reflected image. She watches him, her eyes filled with a predatory intelligence. She is not a monster. She is a hunter, and his mind is her hunting ground. The shield isn't just an object, it's a two-way mirror, and she's been looking back this whole time. The climax arrives on a stormy night. Alistair, now a shadow of his former self, confronts the shield. He knows he's being hunted. The whispers are no longer whispers. They are a clear, seductive voice in his head, promising him knowledge, power, a glimpse into the truths of the universe. If he would only look, look, into her eyes. He knows it's a trap. He knows to look away. At the temptation, the scholarly curiosity mixed with sheer terror, is overwhelming. He locks his gaze with the reflection in the shield. For a moment, he sees her not as a monster, but as she was, a beautiful woman, tears streaming down her face. He sees the betrayal, the curse, the unending loneliness. He feels a pang of sympathy, and in that moment of empathy, he falters. The reflection shifts. Her face contorts in triumph, her eyes blaze with golden light, and the serpents in her hair strike forward, not in the reflection, but asterisk of it. The screen goes black. We then see a final shot from one of Alistair's security cameras. It's the study, now silent. The storm has passed. A figure stands before the shield. They're back to the camera. The figure slowly turns. It is Alistair, but his eyes glow with an ancient golden light. He raises a hand to his reflection in the camera lens. The reflection isn't his. It's Medusa, smiling. The prisoner is free, and the world is now her mirror. The myth isn't over, it's just begun. Medusa still watches from the reflection, waiting for your gaze. What do you think? Could a soul be trapped in a reflection? It's a terrifying thought. Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the darker side of myth, please like this video and subscribe for more tales from the shadows. Thank you for watching.